Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. If so, my name is Amy and I do tons of hair care videos much like the one you're going to see today. And I'm really excited because I have tried the Revolution hair masks. I've tried I think 4 or 3 out of their range. Really loved them. I think that the value for money and also the quality of them have been really unparalleled, to be honest. They're very similar to ones from Garnier, of which I also really enjoy, and I think it proves that hair care doesn't have to be expensive to be effective. So with that said, I wanted to try more from the brand, so I have a couple of other products sent for me from Just My Look to try out. All of the products I'll have listed down below. Just My Look as well, you get free delivery, which I love, because if, for example, you watch this video and thought I want to give this product a try, you don't have to pay an excess delivery just to get one product. That's why I love it. And today I'm trying out the Revolution Revive Dry Shampoo. This refreshes and revitalizes for daily use. It's got caffeine within the formula. It's specifically for normal to oily hair with 0% talc. So when I saw they had a load of dry shampoos released, I was so excited, specifically because they had different ones specific to hair types and also the desired result. So this one is a Revive one for daily use, so that's why I'm trying it today. Even though my hair is not like thick and like disgusting with grease, I wanted to try this out from like a daily point of view in terms of how does it layer on top of my hair. Do I feel confident that you could use this like a couple of days in a row and not have too much of a like product build up in your hair? This specifically says it's normal to oily hair, so I would definitely say I probably have exactly that. I have normal hair, but it definitely verges on the slight oily side, especially when I get to kind of like day 3, day 4 hair. That's when I would typically use quite a thorough dry shampoo, just to make sure that it's completely like washed out of the hair. So that's why I'm going to be trying this one. The packaging of this looks really cute. It's kind of like marble in detail. The size of this is 200 ml, which is pretty standard for dry shampoos. And that's kind of what the top is looking like. So if you're interested to see my verdict on this dry shampoo, considering I've been trying tons recently, then please do keep on watching. So I just had a little look at the price of this because I wasn't 100% sure how much it was, and this is at the moment, or at least time of receiving it, was £9.95 to purchase. Obviously with Just My Look you get free delivery, so that's great, but I do feel like for a dry shampoo of a drugstore brand, that's definitely verging on the more expensive side of things. And I think that, like, from my perspective, I could spend, for example, double that and get a really high quality dry shampoo. Something like the Living Proof one remains one of my favorites, even though I've tried so many different ones, because it actually cleans your hair in the process of actually using it. And that I think retails about between 17 to 19 pounds. So I could spend that much extra and get one that I know is just flawless. So I'm interested to try this out, but I definitely think the price point of this, obviously Revolution stuff does always go on some kind of offer, so you might probably be able to get it cheaper most of the time, but I just thought I would mention that in terms of the retail price. Their hair care generally has definitely been a lot more affordable, but I think their makeup sits a lot kind of cheaper than their hair products do. But if that's a conscious effort to improve the ingredients and the way it works, then I'm all for that. So I am going to be refreshing my hair. Things I mentioned on this is obviously this is the Daily Revive one. There is specifically one for volume, so I'm not going to get tons of volume. I'm just really interested to see how this feels, how it smells, how it applies, and then from there we can basically learn what it's like. So what I'm going to do is I always give this a bit of a shake. The spray of this, let's see how strong it is. You know what, that's not too bad, that's not offensive. I've definitely tried dry shampoos where it's like so heavy, whereas this, I feel like if you're far enough you could definitely get like a gentle mist and then work your way through your scalp. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Things like this is great if you, for example, are someone that washes your hair once a week and you rely on dry shampoo to get you through the week. Hopefully my review of this will help understand whether this would be a candidate to implement in your weekly routine to really extend the hours. So what I'm going to do is just spray this from kind of my scalp all throughout where I'd normally dry shampoo in terms of refreshing my hair, and we will see where we go. It does say on here to shake can well before and between uses, hold can upright approximately 15 centimeters from the hair and spray evenly towards roots, ensuring product does not get into your eyes, and massage into hair and brush hair into desired style. So let's do exactly that. As I'm spraying this, there's like almost water coming at the bottom, and there's still, even when it's not on, there's like something coming out of the nozzle. So as I'm spraying it like that, it kind of dies a little bit, and like underneath it is getting really wet. That's not good. Yeah, I've just sprayed it and I definitely didn't love the spray. Obviously it kind of was like a bit inconsistent as I was spraying it. It wasn't a continuous mist. It kind of was like going a bit harder and a bit like softer, and as I was spraying it, it almost felt wet with like product falling underneath. So the spray was there and then there was almost like this residue coming off, which obviously I don't appreciate. I don't know whether I've got a bit of a dud one, but if that's the component style of that, I would obviously like not want that to happen. So let me just massage it in. It also smelled quite strong, and I think that this is something that may let it down a little bit, as well as the applicator for me, is the fact that the smell is really strong, but it's not like the nicest smell. I think if you're gonna have like a fragrance to products, it should be intentional and it should offer some kind of like reason. So I say that, for example, if you're gonna have like a perfume scent because your packaging is very kind of like premium looking and you want a premium smell, fine. Or if your product wants to deliberately smell like lemons or something like that, also fine. What I don't want is something that just smells very like perfumed, but I can't put my finger on the scent, but I don't like it. I'll be honest with you, I don't really like that. However, now I've brushed that all in, as advised, I'm gonna just take a brush and just brush through my hair and we'll see what happens. I am definitely not gonna like kind of style it any more than that because I just wanna see how this product specifically works. I don't want any intervention from other like hair dryers or straighteners or anything like that. I think I just wanna see how this does fare and feel on my hair. Okay, so now that that's brushed out, the way it feels in my hair is actually brilliant. So the applicator I didn't like, the smell I didn't like, but I think as a daily dry shampoo, if you are someone that does typically rely on dry shampoo, whether that's for styling or for just getting you through extra days until you wash your hair, this actually feels really nice. So the formula of this is actually really nice. The fact it has no talc in it means that my hair just doesn't feel like it's got product in, but it feels refreshed. So it doesn't feel kind of clunky. If there were any oils, and I would feel confident that because it doesn't feel like there's anything so much in my hair, I could layer this. Do you know what I mean? I could use this probably 3 days in a row and not feel this heaviness on my scalp where I've like done it in the roots. But the negative of that, and I always say this when I kind of talk about the like no residue dry shampoos I try, or ones that have no talc, is that with that comes the negative of the fact that you definitely need more to use it if you have a particularly oily scalp. So for me, as a daily refresher, brilliant. This will definitely help you style your hair if you are someone that likes to spray it. And I also think this would be great to spray before you go to bed and wake up with really refreshed hair. That's something I've done quite a lot recently, and I find that that works really, really well because I'm not kind of sat like waiting for it to work in the morning. I can spray, sleep, and wake up and my hair feels really refreshed. So I'd recommend that. Obviously, other than refreshing it, there's no additional benefits from this, but it's not claiming to either. I think that's why I love the Living Proof one, because it actually cleans your hair. It does so much more than just a dry shampoo, whereas this does what it says on the tin. Great for daily refreshing. I obviously didn't achieve any kind of volume with it. I didn't achieve any additional benefits, but I would say you don't necessarily need that from a dry shampoo. This is going to be great for daily refreshing. For me, it just let me down in terms of the applicator and the fact that this has just got like quite wet underneath. I just probably have dry shampoos in my collection because I am someone that has quite a lot due to the nature of me testing loads. I can just tell this isn't one I would particularly go to often. but I do think that it's worked well if you use it daily. And I think that, say compared to the Away one, which I tried, I would prefer to use this daily than that one, because where I've used that one a bit more often, I've noticed that it actually has thickness, like if you use it 2 days in a row and layer the product, whereas I'm pretty confident based on the way that this feels in my hair, I wouldn't have that issue, and it feels almost invisible in my hair, which is basically what we want from a daily refresher. So take that as you will. This is obviously a bit of a mixed review. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this if you need one dry shampoo to do everything. I definitely think if you spent the extra money on something like the Living Proof one, you'd be a lot more impressed. However, if you want a no fuss one, or you manage to get this on some kind of deal and you need something that's definitely going to be working for you day after day, and you want to extend your hair wash days or want to train your hair to do that, something like this would definitely work well in your collection. So I hope that I've answered your questions depending on what you're looking for in a dry shampoo. Personally for me, I'm probably not going to use this tons and tons. I'm pleased I've tried it, and I'm a little bit disappointed, I think, because I love the hair mask so much. I really wanted to love the dry shampoos just as much. But for me, I think I'm just a little bit more picky when it comes to dry shampoos, and would prefer to spend the extra on something that is absolute foolproof. So yeah, that is kind of my review. I hope it's been helpful to anyone that's looking up for reviews on this dry shampoo and looking whether or not to purchase it. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll be more than happy to help. And with that all said and done, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!